Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about insecurities, how I changed all my insecurities and become a better person. People called me fat, people called me ugly, people called me anything you could ever imagine. So here I am creating content and sharing my knowledge to you guys. So it has been a long journey and I'm going to spill all the tea, spill all everything I've learned in 20 years, everything I've learned in this lifetime. So I'm going to share all the secrets, share all the stories which led me change myself, change my insecurity. I uploaded an Instagram story about should I share my insecurities and stuff as a video, and I shared a bit in my story. So people voted mostly for yes. So I was like, okay, then the video is coming, and for you guys, this is the video. Okay, I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to share every single thing that has happened to me. This is going to be a deep video. Okay, so if you are going through the same, we are in this together. I hope you guys can relate to this. So I'm gonna start by sharing my stories. Stories where people call me fat, call me ugly, and call me good for nothing. And literally, I have many experiences. Okay, so I'm gonna share that one by one. One day, I used to like a boy. Okay, and I used to really like this boy, and this guy rejected me, saying that I am ugly. Okay, and I was young at that time, and I used to hate my face. I was not comfortable with my face and how I looked. So when this guy told me that, I was shattered. I was like, oh my god. So I was right in my mind. Okay, so I was right, I'm really ugly. And that really hit to me, like that I remember that day going to home, and I was like crying, crying, and crying, and I was like, oh my god, why God made me ugly? Why God made me why even I was born, like to hear all these mean comments, because it was shattering to me. I was very young, okay, and yeah, I was slapping my face because I was like, oh my god, how can I change my face? It was a very tough situation that really stuck with me. Even though people called me, I was cute, I was looking fine, and I was, I was beautiful in my mind. Oh, they are lying. They are lying. They are lying. Like, constantly I think in my mind that, okay, they are lying. No way, I'm beautiful. No way. Okay, so that was the case. Somehow it changed over the years. My face changed over the years. The way I view myself changed over the years. So yeah, right now, and I'm in a much better position. I love myself. I love everything. One thing I want to add to that is, when I was really insecure, I mean, like, really, I will tell you a story. Okay, so when I go to school, I used to cover my black spot over here and here. So I was insecure about my black spot, like these two black spots. Okay, and I was insecure about my nose. I was insecure about these two black spots. And whenever I look into the mirror, I'll pose like that. When I look in this way, I'll like, oh, this side is like literally ugly because two black spots, and this nose is big. Like, I was really insecure. And you know what I did? I cut out bandages, like, the bandages. It is skin color, right? Cut out two bandages, and I put that here, one here, and put that here to cover. Okay. And one day I was in the assembly, and one girl was like, "Oh, Aditya, like something is on your face," and she took that out, and I was like, "Oh, really? Like, oh yeah, 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 okay." And I was in my mind, I was like, "Damn!" Like, it was that deep. Okay, it was like, I was, first of all, I was crazy at that point. Okay, and second of all, people like literally, like two three people literally point out me, saying like, okay, something is in your face. They were like literally thinking that this was an accident, like something fell on my face, right? But I put that on, intentionally, because I didn't like my black spots. you know. So that was the case, guys. Embarrassing, I know, but that was the case. In my mind, I thought I have a big nose. Come back to my face. So every time I look in the mirror, I will do this. Like I'll just make it short and I will watch YouTube videos about like how can I shrink my nose, how can I make my nose smaller, like blah blah blah. And oh my god, like, and I was doing all of those. I was doing everything. I was ready to be 18 to do a surgery on my nose. Like it was that deep. I feel so sad for my younger self. And I'm really happy as well because I am now the most beautiful and confident I've ever felt. You know, like I love myself. I literally love myself. Now I'm going to share another story. It was like the ideal weight. So when COVID happened, I was at home. Like everybody was at home, right? Like I was eating. I was binge eating, like literally eating. And I wasn't working, like I wasn't going anywhere, right? So I gained 15 kg. So I was 50 kg before COVID, and after COVID I became 65 kg. So I literally gained 15 kgs. Guys, like I wasn't really bothered because I wasn't going out, right? Like nobody's pointing me out, right? But then one day school opened. I went to school. People were like, "Oh, you gained weight. Oh, you're fat. Oh my god, did you become fat? Oh my god, did you just become big?" And I was really getting insecure because people were like calling me out. People were like, "Oh my god, are like, is this really you? Who is this?" That kind of shock. I was like, what should I say? What should I literally say? And you know what I did? I started wearing bigger clothes so that I could hide my weight. And I thought, you know, um, wearing oversized dress will make me look smaller. I don't know, like that was my mind. And I started wearing one specific dress every single day. Like I had a hoodie. It was like a long hoodie. When I put that on, I felt confident. When I put all the other clothes, I wasn't feeling confident. One part is I wasn't insecure until people called me out. I was okay in my mind. I was like, okay, I changed in my weight. But when people started telling me that time, I started getting insecure. Even during my childhood and teenage years, like I thought I was fat. Even though I was having an ideal weight, I thought I was fat. At this point, not even the people in the school, people, the relatives. So one day, my aunt and uncle came to visit us, and they were like literally seeing me and my sister for like I think after 2 years or something, and I was, fat, right? Like I was big, and they were like, "Oh my god, like you really did gain weight, blah blah blah, like you did really become fat." And I was like, again. So I wasn't responding all these time. I was like laughing through, I was smiling through it. But in my mind, it was hurting. It was hurting, guys. So yeah, I know people hearing this might have gone through this. That's why I'm opening up. I'm being vulnerable to say that you're not alone in this. This is not just only you. This is a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people are going through this at the same time. So please be patient with yourself. So I'm going to tell one more story. One day, um, our some of our relatives were visiting us, and like we were asked to greet them. So we were like in the me and my sister, were in the living room, like going to greet them. And my uncle said in front of like in this new relatives, like this is not our like relatives, like not close ones. This is like very distant relatives. I used to be a person who is not very social with new people. Like when I say new people, like I don't speak that much. I was thinking that should I say hi or no? Like what should I say right now? And my uncle literally said, oh, speak up. They're not going to ask you anything in English because these relatives were, settled in Canada or something. So, um, they were like, my uncle were like literally telling me that, like, don't be afraid that they're not going to ask me anything in English. Like, I was like, what would you mean? That was my thought process. I was like, what? Did you really say that? Like at that moment, I laughed through it. I smiled through it, and I shook their hands, and I just went back to my room. But I was constantly thinking, like, oh my god, did my uncle really said that? Because that really hurt me. Because I was studying in a CBSE school. I was really good at English. Okay, in terms of speaking, in terms of having most English, I was doing good. And I don't know why this guy literally said that in front of everybody. It sounds like I'm a person who doesn't know how to speak English, right? But I was really confident in speaking English at that time. And I was like, what? And like, I don't know why he said that. And I really thought to myself, like, is my English really bad then? Like, okay, first of all, my uncle never heard me speaking English or something. So I don't know, like, why he literally said that. And I was like shocked, and I was like really embarrassed in front of those people because like they were like laughing and stuff. And I was like, no, this is not right. Like, I know English. Sometimes people make jokes, like they think that is a joke, but it is not a joke, guys. It is not a joke. I think people should learn when to stop. People should learn what the line is. When, like, people should know what the boundaries are. People should know, like, how can they make a joke without hurting other people. Okay, if you are making jokes, cracking jokes in these ways, this is going to hurt other people. This is going to this is going to make them think that they're good for nothing. And like, these people thought that I don't even know how to speak English. And right now, guess what? Guess what? I am in London, an English speaking country where I am speaking English every single day. I have to speak English every single day. I made it here even without IELTS. I made it here without the English examinations. I made it here just with my English marks. So think about that. Okay? So these people, I don't even know like why they crack that kind of jokes. I don't know. People should really start behaving the way they should. In these three stories I've told you, like, I'm pretty much sure that there's many more, and I don't think I can cover everything in this video. So yeah, and I felt really bad in these three situations. Like, I think these all happened. It's been like 6-7 years, but it is still in my mind. It is still like I'm still remembering it. Right now, I'm healing, and I'm doing all the stuff to be better and to be kind and to focus on myself. But when all these things happened, guys, like, I was feeling really bad. I was feeling really, really bad about myself. So I was really underconfident. I'm just adding one more incident to this English story. One day, me, my sister, my mother, my father, like, we four went to a 5-star restaurant just to have an experience. So for the first time, I think, yeah, the waitress was like, she didn't know Malayalam. That means like our native language in India. So for context, I'm from South India. I'm from Kerala. So we talk Malayalam. That's our language. So this waitress didn't know Malayalam, so she was talking in English. I was not even getting the chance to talk. And then I came to know that this lady doesn't know Malayalam, so I have to step up to speak English because my father and mother don't know English. So and I was like, and I was not even getting the chance. Like, my father was saying something, like, I don't know, and I was like literally laughing because that was being funny. Okay, that was really funny when, I don't know, he said something and that was really funny. I was laughing, and this waitress, like, she just went away, and my father was like, I'm making you go to an English medium school, but you can't even speak English. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, no, I didn't even get a chance. Like, he was speaking like I can't interrupt, right? Like, and I was also speaking, I was speaking something in English, but nobody was hearing it because my father and mother was like discussing it. I don't know, like it was a mess. So, and then that also happened. My insecurity became bigger. I really want to believe that I really know English very well. But when my closest people in my circle, like in my family, is calling me like, I don't know that, I don't know this, they're like literally being serious. They're not doing it for fun, okay? These three scenarios I told you, I didn't even stand up for myself. I didn't even like tell them like this is not true. Like I was a very, very, scared. Like I was really scared of my father, first of all. I was crying all the time. I didn't know like how to respond, father or mother, like, or even like anybody. They should know the line. They should know that, okay, if saying this, it's getting to you. It's some people think that, oh, it's my mother and it's my father. They can say anything to me. No, guys, no, no. If you don't know, I'm literally telling you it's not right. Even your husband or even your boyfriend or even like the closest people don't have the right to hurt you in any way and to crack jokes on you when they hurt you the most. They are not allowed to cross the boundary, cross the lines. Okay, put the people in their places. Even your father or mother, like you. Okay, for context, I love my mother and father with all my heart. Okay, and I love my family. My family is my most important thing in this whole world. But that doesn't mean they can tell everything they want to me. No, this is how you build respect. This is how you build. This is how you make other people respect you, because they know that what should they say to you and what they should not say to you, because you are drawing a boundary. Okay, first of all, what you have to understand is when people point out something in you, they like their brain literally pointed out that, right? So for instance, if a person is seeing you and they're calling you fat or they're calling you skinny, that person literally thought that first, like that's the first thought that came in their mind when they see you. Psychologically, what that means is that person's brain is seeking for that particular thing. So I think many of you guys know, you view the world in the perspective of who you are. So if you are insecure about weight or if you're insecure about height, that will be the first thing you'll be noticing other people. So just think that you are insecure about your height. You are really insecure that you are short. So that will be the first thing you'll be noticing every other people you see. So you'll be looking for, how tall they are. Like whenever you see people, you will just that is the first thing your brain is going to scan. So just understand that when people call you out for certain things, it represents more about them than you. It tells more about them. They are literally showing us that they are insecure about this stuff. Like people don't know this. People don't know this. People think that when they call you fat or skinny, you are going to feel bad. Of course, you are going to feel bad. After watching this video, you are not going to feel bad. You are not going to be sad. I'm going to make a promise on you that you're not going to do that. Okay? I got you. First of all, just understand that. And when you understand that, people, like if, okay, so imagine somebody is going to come to you tomorrow, body shaming you, showing racism or something. In your mind, like you are literally laughing because of, okay, this person is showing themselves. What's in their mind, they are showing to you. See that as a, seeking for help. Like this person really needs help, because this person is going crazy because of insecurity. Guys, don't you become insecure because another insecure person call you for it, Don't do that. You are not the problem here. They are the problem. They have this problem. That's why they are coming to you. Okay? Because in their mind, we all have ego, right? We all have ego. We know that. Ego is a good thing, when it's used in a very good way. But when it's done in a bad way, it's going to do a lot of harm to you. A person's ego thinks when they find out other people's faults, other people's mistake or something, or other people's insecurities, you know, nobody is going to find out about them. So, for example, a person named Tom. Tom is really insecure about his height. And whenever he see other people like short or tall, he's saying that, oh, they're so short, oh, they're so tall, because this guy is really really insecure about that. So he is really scared that somebody is going to find out about that. So what he do to cope up with that, he point at other people. So he thinks, in his ego thinks that nobody is going to notice his insecurity. Okay, that's how it works. It's a circle. People do this because they don't feel really comfortable with themselves. Okay, a happy person, don't judge. A happy person, don't call you fat, don't call you ugly, don't call you anything else. Okay, the people who are calling all these stuff are literally going through so much stuff. It will not be showing outside, but in their mind internally they are going through so much. That's why they're calling you out on these things. So the next time you hear people calling you fat or skinny, you know what to think. Now I'm going to discuss some of the things that you can do to change your insecurities. So what I did is the self-talk. So whenever I caught myself saying I'm ugly, I'm fat, okay, I just change the way I talk to myself. Like I just reframe the sentence and I just say to myself that I'm beautiful. I am beautiful. Whenever you think that you are ugly or you're not confident, or you think you're not enough, you just say the opposite to yourself. I don't think many people know this. Words have so much power. Words hold so much power, guys. So, what you tell to yourself matters. And cut all other people in your life who is making you feel small about yourself. Whoever that's a family member of yours, just keep a distance at least. Okay? That's how you keep your peace. That's how you love yourself. Journaling helps with your thoughts. So whenever you're going through something, just write it out or just speak it out on a video or like as a voice note or something. So just vent it out or vent it out to your friend or somebody who trusts, really well. The very most important thing is focusing on yourself. Focusing really, really, I mean, like by focusing, I mean really focusing, making it a big deal. Focus on yourself. Everything else is a noise. You don't have to pay attention to whatever people are saying. You are busy building your life. You are busy building yourself. Okay? When people tell you something, it's not going to get to you because in your mind, there's only you. You know what I mean? That is how you build confidence. Like I said, guys, you are not alone. Okay? Like, I'm not saying that I healed every of my insecurities. Okay? No. I think I still have some of them. I'm just figuring that out and I'm being patient with myself. Okay? Treat yourself like you would treat your child. Have that compassion to yourself. Have that love to yourself. Okay? Talk to yourself in that way. Self-talk really helps. Affirmations really help. Look onto that. Next time when people come to you and say anything mean to you, I'm not saying you don't have to respond. Just have to laugh it out. Now, sometimes you have to respond because the other person might think that I can do it again. So if the person is constantly doing to you or it's hurting you, just react. People think that when you don't react, that is cool. Okay? Sometimes your reaction is not enough. Like sometimes your reaction is not needed because that person is literally a fool. Okay? Like that kind of comments. You don't have to respond to very, very silly comments, but it's a mean comment. It is getting to you. It is hurting you. Just react. Stand up for yourself. Because when you sleep that night, you are going to be like proud of yourself. Okay, I stood up for myself. Okay, I stood up for myself. I was there for myself. Okay, think that mean person is coming to your child and calling your child fat or ugly. Are you going to be like smiling and leading that? No. Are you going to be smiling and like letting it go? No. You go after this person, right? Because otherwise they think they can do this again and again and again, and they will do it. So draw a boundary. Have boundaries with everybody. No, doesn't matter if it's your father or mother or literally your child. No, draw boundaries. Have respect. You think nobody is respecting you because you are letting them to not respecting you. If you draw a boundary, they know they can't cross. They are going to respect you. And also, stop comparing with other people. You think you're ugly? You're comparing yourself with celebrities and stuff? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop doing it. If somebody is making you compare yourself to them, just block, just unfollow, mute, whatever you want to do. Keep your peace. Maintain your peace. If having your peace means unfollow or muting a person or blocking a person, do that. Why are you afraid? Okay, do that. If it costs your peace, do that. Do whatever it takes. I think by focusing on yourself, you will have the confidence finally to be comfortable on your own and nobody can get to you. Okay, so we have come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you've made up till the end of this video, comment down and share your stories. Share your insecurity story if you're comfortable. Maybe how you changed it, like, or what you think about this video. You are perfect the way you are. It's okay to have insecurities. Like, everybody has some sort of insecurity, so it's okay. It is, you're going to heal it and you are going to become better. Okay, this year is all about becoming better. Focus on that. And yeah, like, share, subscribe if you related to this video. Yeah, thank you guys. I love you. Bye. See you next time.